Hey guys, Sean, Less Lethal for Dummies. This is what happens when people in the community have your address. They send you surprise boxes of stuff. So I got another box from DK Spencer at Custom Kinetics. So here it is. I thought we'd go through it and talk a little bit about what's different. So what's different is the package is labeled with the weight. It's labeled with what it's designed for, and in this case it says universal. And to my understanding, universal means that these rounds are on the smaller side and pretty much fit all the standard barrels that pretty much we shoot out of. They are not specifically bore matched to one particular barrel, but should you choose to bore match them, you can do that on your own, obviously. So I got a package of 10.5 gram universal and 8 gram universal. Oh no, I'm gonna have to complain to the shipping department about that. It probably moved during transit, but they're so nicely aligned, and then the one here is a little off, but in any case. Then I also have some bore matched projectiles. Again, nicely labeled, 10.4 gram, 8.1 gram. And these would be specifically for the VKS power barrel that Daniel and, DK and Charles at Merciless Lethal sell. So I'm going to shoot those, but not today. But bore match, perfect. I like that. And I'm going to be completely honest here, guys. This isn't the first box of these BK Kinetics I've got. And there's something that I want to get out there, and that is the other ones. It's not, I know he sent me like a kind of a random box, and I'm a numbers guy. The ammo was beautiful, but I mean, it had all these designs on it, and the issue I have with that is when they end up in your trap, I've bore matched them out, but they weren't all alike. So it's hard to differentiate which rounds are which. And for guys like me who are crunching numbers and just shooting into trap and rescuing them, it's a bit time consuming, and to be honest, it wasn't my favorite thing to do, but I did fire some of those other ones off, and I do want to do a damage test with a cinder block, so I'm probably going to use those particular ones and not these. But I love this, where they are all one color, packaged together, labeled. It makes life easier for sure. Obviously, it's probably going to be hard to tell the bore matched between the universal, so maybe they'll change that up a little. I don't know, but hey, constructive criticism. But I love this. I love that I can really see which rounds. When I grab them out of the trap and reload, I know what it is based on the color, and that there aren't 50 different types of them. So good on them for doing that. What else did he send me here? These are some of his epoxy clones of Charles's compensators. This one looks like I got whacked during shipping. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I do like these. Oddly enough, I'm thinking about going short on my FSC these days, but there's another one there too. I like that. The kind of opaque. I do love the clear, but this opaque is cool too. I like that. Yeah, so what else we got here? Some additional packaged and labeled rounds. I don't know what these are. I'll have to send them a message and see. These ones are marked 10.3 grams. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what those are. And I know I didn't see these in here. I saw this in here. This, he knows I got that 1911 grip for my M17. Actually, conveniently, is sitting right here. So, if you're not familiar, I have this kind of steel exoskeleton that fits AR style lowers, and you're able to bolt on or interchange your grips. So that is actually a Hogue right there, and that's a Hogue that I got on there. I wonder if it's, this one is shorter. Yeah, it was about the same length. So originally this Hogue I got like this. I had to actually just taper the edge there so I could actually function my selector. So this one hasn't been tapered, obviously, but he sent me these other ones here. I don't know what these are. It looks like birdseed, but they are uber cool. I don't know if he made those himself or his wife made those, or those are purchased. I don't know. If I know DK and BK, they're probably, these are probably one-offs made by them. So may have to give those a try. Oh, that's the wrong side. My only issue here is, will the selector hit it? And it might. Yeah, I think it might. So that will be an issue. I'll have to ask him about that too. Can I grind that to kind of taper that edge a little? Well, those are my problems, not yours. Let me put this guy over here. What else we got here? Oh yeah, that's the other Hogue there. And the cool keychain. Oh, for sure these are, he made these, or she made these, his wife made these. That's a far cry improvement from the original tag. Where did I get that other one here? I still got it here. I hang all my stuff up. That was the original one that he sent me. I mean, look at the difference. This is epoxy resin with some cool doodads inside, and you know, wow, we've come a long way, guys. Thank you. Just gonna put this stuff kind of back in the box here, and I'm gonna keep out, I'm just gonna do the 8 gram universal today. So I'm gonna put these other guys back in here. Yes. Okay, so I'll set this box aside here. I'm gonna pop out a couple of these guys here. And take out 6. 6 randomly. Well, it's gonna be the 6 top ones. Look at this, it's like eating a freezy. Whoa! Oh, there we go. There it is. I swear I brought my scale out here. Scale. Bore gauge for poops and giggles. I'm going to shoot them in this eBay barrel in my FSC. This is a 6-inch eBay barrel. I'd like to think it's a 685, but I don't know. It shoots just about anything really well that I have. So I'm gonna first bore size them in here, just out of curiosity. We're gonna weigh them, and then I'm gonna drop test them through my eBay, make sure that they will fire. I know some of the early production prototypes that I probably are the ones that I have the boxes of that are kind of all random. The epoxy, the sort of the tail here, there's some little, get some little snaggletooths in there, and that was affecting the bore matching in his barrels as well. And I was finding when I was dropping them in my gauge that some would hang up, and if you forced them through, it would bust those little snaggletooths off, and then they're okay. So it was a bit confusing, but I think he's got everything rolling now, where he's nipping those off. So let's put it to the test. So these were marked as 8 gram. .03, 8.02, 8.04. 8. Oh, I got excited about that one. 8.05. 8.05. 8.05. So that's pretty impressive. I mean, for making epoxy slugs, you have to be pretty precise with your pour to get them that close. A 0.05 is going to be negligible when I'm measuring or trying to quantify data. So yeah, that's good. Let's bore size them. So these are marked as universal. Let's start with the smallest one. So 679. 79. They actually go through that. Remember these bore gauges, I don't know how accurate mine is. But it fits through that one. Obviously, if it goes through that one, it's going to fit through the rest. At this point, that's not as significant to me because I haven't really fired a whole lot of these. So we'll see what that means when we do the calculations. This one's a little bit fatter. Didn't go through the 679, but it goes through the 682. Oops, if we get it straight. And it goes through, you can see that, goes through quite easy. Next one, 679. Next one. That one's got a little ass drag on it, but that's not a big deal. 679, we'll mark that. 679. That one's a little, well, it goes through. It dragged just ever, well, I don't know about slightly. I'm pushing it a little off camber. It goes through, but I'd call it a 682. And again, I mean, this barrel is larger than a 682, so this isn't really, that's a non-issue. What it boils down to is what the feet per second are. Are they all very equal when I fire them out of the same barrel? That tells me that they would be good. So let's do the drop test for the barrel. They should fit. So that was the 679 size one. I don't think, I'll do it anyways. Just for the illustration here. Obviously all those are gonna go through. And these are the slightly larger ones. Again, goes right through. Let's see if we can get the suction test going. Oh, there was a little bit of suction there. Not a whole lot, but at the same time, the composition of these, I think, makes them a little more slippery than, you know, your standard joules and HPs. All right, they fit the barrel. Bore size them, weight them. I'm gonna put them in send them down range in my FSC. Just a 6-round Grimberg mag that I have Mr. John Wixon's follower installed. So we'll load these guys up. And they go in there just fine. All right, I'm gonna load my barrel up in my FSC. Alrighty then, so FSC. And with the eBay barrel installed, I have printed detents in this barrel, Mercy Less Lethal air chamber cap. The output on this is 875 PSI. The tank has been filled to 3,000. We have the as labeled 8 gram universal BK. Oh, I just noticed now too, actually. But sometimes, oh yeah, so I'm loading them in here, guys. Sometimes I'm very observant and sometimes I'm not. I noticed that they actually say BK on them now instead of DK. So, and also I was thinking about the colors and how I stated that the universal maybe should be a different color. Now that I think about it, I don't know if everybody has as many markers as some of us do. I mean, that's an issue for me, but you know, to somebody that maybe only has a VKS or has one particular barrel that they use all the time, I think that's a non-issue, but hey, just something to think about. I need a chronograph. I'll be using the yellow button X radar. Let's air this guy up. See how she shoots. (354 feet per second). Shot 1. (352 feet per second). Why do I sound like a robot? I have no idea. 352 feet per second. (350 feet per second). Okay, that's enough. That's enough, Sean. Stop it. 356 feet per second. Oh boy. Last one. 360 feet per second. Cycled perfectly. Not too shabby. Yeah, the feet per second were relatively equal, and for me that's a big thing. My markers themselves are really consistent. It's something that I kind of strive towards. So when shots start to kind of go all over the place, generally there's either something wrong with the marker or my rounds are not of equal weight. Now, that was plus or minus 10 feet per second. That's pretty good. That's really good. In the grand scheme of things, even in paintball, I mean, they're happy sometimes. Like if you're shooting a T15, it's like, oh geez, I hope I get like plus or minus 15 feet per second. I know, I know it was a struggle for me. So 10 is good, and the weights were just slightly off, which can account for that difference in feet per second. But if I do the joule calculations, which I will, and put them on the screen for you guys, I bet you they're probably less than 1 off. So that is excellent. So thanks DK for sending me that. I really love the new improved color where everything is packaged or sold as the same weight in the same color, yada yada yada, you know what I mean. So thanks again, and yeah, I'll be testing. I'll be doing some more testing with those. I'm quite happy with those. Those were good. But I will be using some BKs to destroy, hopefully, the cinder block that is sitting at my work right now, and it looks weird. I'm carrying out a cinder block. I mean, it's free, but still, I don't know. Anyways, guys, catch you on the next one.